So digging in now, Ted Williams. And their runners at the corners now.
Ted Williams.
Come on, Biggin.
He's set. Here it comes. In there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Comes set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go, big dog. Your spot.
Two and two. Here it is. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
This is line to left, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound. Not only collecting 4 total hits. Chris Sale takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Best. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of the series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here. You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute.
So striding in, Barry Larkin, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Suarez at second with 2 down.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
0-2 to Larkin.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Line towards center field.
Fall in.
Suarez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score as they now trail by only 2.
Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 48.
At the plate, Barry Larkin, 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hey, let it fly.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner.
Fall in,
And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
First to propel them to the win. Brent Suter claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Digging in, Albert Almora.
The center fielder, number 5. Albert Almora.
From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent?
Right,
Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan.
The 0-1 pitch.
All right, ease up.
And this one's in the dirt.
Good job.
Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too.
Let it fly. Come on.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Pick up
Smoked
the ball.
on the
Stay
ground
right
up
here.
the
Stay
middle.
right here. On
And
the
that'll
bag.
get
On the
by into
bag.
center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Roll, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, attaboy, nice hit right there, nice hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with.
Sandberg, base runner at first with 1
Get
out.
up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Runner goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Come on, go hard. You're scoring.
Fair
Go
ball
on.
down the line. Sandberg is on his way home. He scores, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7, and he's safe.
Yeah, they've already pushed 8 runs across, and it's still early. I'm not sure what the answer is. At this point, you might just consider leaving the pitcher out there. You don't want.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and...
So coming to the plate, Fred McGriff. He's bounced
The
out
first
and
baseman.
flown out in his first
Fred
2 plate appearances.
McGriff.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and it gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. Come on now.
Here comes the first pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So here's the first pitch to him. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, and this late in the game, 6-3 feels pretty good. It's not locked up yet, but with a 3-run lead, you can feel comfortable handing it over to the back end of your bullpen to finish it off.
Sliced hard on the ground.
On the bag, right here, on the
try,
bag.
but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the...
Now batting, the pitcher.
Bouncer to the left side. Smith is there. Wong for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The St. Louis Cardinals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Bob Gibson earns his first win of the season. Andrew Miller hammers down the save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. You check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Hey, get your pitch right
Here's
up
another
there.
1-2. Back up the
Run
middle.
it out.
And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, let her rip one time.
2-1, here it is. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
First of the year, Kenley Jansen closes the door for the save, his second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses low and away, ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, Dero? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north, south, east, west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate. Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I know these are 2 last-place teams if you look at the standings right now, but it's super early. They got a chance to right the ship. There's a lot of talent to fill both these rosters. Let's give them a chance to get their feet under them, but they got to start doing the little things right if they're going to push this in the right direction.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Pitch only, huh?
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Get down.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Oh, man, you smoked that one.
And he'll want to take that baseball out of play. That's a big one. Career hit number 2,500. To give you an indication as to the importance of that number, of all the players to play this game through the years, fewer than 100 have reached this total.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
High and deep to right center. Jankowski looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here it is, the 3-0. Swing and a line drive.
Make a turn. Find it. Find it.
Leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had the respect.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go. Right here.
The next 3-2. A swing and a line to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Stay hot, huh? Stay hot.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
He's safe.
The center fielder, number 7, Kenny Watson.
Ball that close.
pitch only, huh? Yeah, that was a good at bat. Nice hit right there.
Round hard, you're scoring. You're scoring. That's the ball.
Time. Go!
No, that missed. That's the ball. Hey, who's in there?
The center fielder, number 24,
Hey, your pitch. No one better.
Hendrick Jr.
Nope, ball. One ball, no strike.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go. Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up. Go, ball. Go, go, go.
Now batting, first baseman, Webb.
Dig, 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 dig. Go, 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 go. Hey, nice hit. That was a good at bat.